They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cougars will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just... seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. Now, in recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in Week 1.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to run it. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only did you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
Punt is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So Houston's offense will go to work for the first time today. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And, Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there. Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Dropping back, it's Russell. Rushes on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big play.
Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. You just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things.
Makes the grab down the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Bearcats will snap it on first and 10. On the run, it's Yates. He's got 42 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, Call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Bearcats are marching down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon where the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
And it's right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Russell. That's reeled in. It's Longo. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And the big game, they've got it on the 46.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Yates. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Going to the running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the air, it's Russell. Fires left. He makes the catch. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Cougars are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, he's got him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Bruce. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Back to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Let's talk for a second about Houston. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Going to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Floating away. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 7th play of the drive coming, and they'll need 10 on 3rd down. He'll throw it. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Yates. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Cougar. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 14 to Boston College. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, it's Yates. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Houston offense once again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure.
Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gonna run it. It's Yates. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Longo. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at this.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for
This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Russell. Might be looking to run. He's going to fire to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Going to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game.
The Bearcats decide to punt it away. doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground with the counter. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They kick it away on 4th down. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. He now has 85 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be pat.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the tailback. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to hit.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. Nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now to something.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to
head into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 31 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Off play action. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Back to pass, it's Dickerson. Unleashes one. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why as much as they are.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's the heat. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will open from the 15. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to the well. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Bearcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move this. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. There's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He leaves it with the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Dickerson. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Slithers into space. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Brock. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he tacks on the extra point. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to pass. It's Dickerson. Fires on the move. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After this, it'll be a wrap. looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.